Hello, this is where we left off, and this is what we've just done here. We've essentially done the UV unwrapping. So what we'll do, we'll take that texture off because I no longer need that. If I go into UV editor up here at the top, and I can turn, I'll leave it that one. I would say I'll turn snapping up, but I've got to go back. So that's a second. I'll turn it off, or I'll go any further because it might cause me problems. Where is he? There, turn the snapping off. Essentially I'm done with all that now. Back in here, if I do an A, you can see this is all my texture now, what I've cut up, what I've marked the seams. And if you look now, they're all in little sections. You see that's the palm of an hand. That's round the top of the body. No, hang on, where's that? I'm just wondering, I think I know what I've done wrong. 1 second. I think I haven't marked a seam there. Or should I put one in there? I've got it between the legs. That will open up like that. No, I think I'll leave it like that because it will show if I don't. It'll show across the shoulders. So I'll leave that like that for now. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back into shading, and this is where the text, this is where another add-in comes in called Node Wrangler. So I'll get rid of that. I'm done with that area. Up to Edit, Preferences, and I'll show you where you get Node Wrangler from. Add-on, type in here Node, and that's there. Click that on like that, and if you read it, it says various tools to enhance and speed up node-based workflow. Basically, if I click on my texture, if I find it, no, I'll give them a new one, and I'll call this one Sackboy. I like my cap locks on. 1 minute. Sackboy dot matte. And I've already got one called that, so I'll change that name. 1 minute. Sackboy wool. Basically now I can click on my principal BSDF, I can do a Control Shift T, and this will allow me to go find my texture. But before I do that, I'm going to show you where I get them from, because I get them online, mine. So I'll go online, I'll come down to me bookmarks here, and it's right at the bottom, and I've called it Fabric. There we are. It's called texturescan.com, and if you go to the bottom, always read the licensing agreement, see if you can use them. And if we look under license, it says these are all PBR textures, graphics and photos offered by texturescan.com are under Creative Commons license. Now if we look, see what that common license is. CC01 Universal blah blah blah. No copyright. The person who associated a work with this deed has dedicated the work to the public domain by waiving all of his or her rights to the work worldwide under copyright law, including all related and neighbouring rights. Apologies, my throat. To the extent. So basically you can use it, but it's just common decency to acknowledge where you got it from, because a lot of work goes into these things. So close that down because I've already got the texture. So I'll go back to my principal BSDF, do Control Shift T, go back up to my texture panel, my texture folder I should say, and it's in here somewhere. I think it's that one, 08. That's the wool. I want all of that, and you click on Principal Texture Setup, and that will drop that texture onto him now. So now if we go back to UV editing, I'll do an A. Hang on, make sure I'm clicked on my right button first. You want to see the texture. A on there, A on that side, and scale that up like that, and it will shrink it down on, you can see it's moving, it's shrinking it down on this side. So A again, scale it up again till you get the right size you're looking for. And let's have a look, see which way that weave's running. The weave's running the right way on the edge, but it's running the wrong way on the body. So because I've marked a seam now, I can grab my little, if I can find it, grab my face select there, I can click on the lower part of the body, essentially separating the head out. Then I can do a R90, but make sure you're hovering over this panel, because if you're hovering over this one you'll rotate the character. Then I've rotated the weave now, oops, tab out. I've rotated the weave now so it runs the same way. So I'll click it all, grab all the lot, and I'll scale it out again just to get the weave the right size. And that's not looking too bad now. Let's look at his hands. That's not too bad. Now I want to go back to shading now, because I know before you start screaming it's the wrong colour. So now I've got to manipulate it. There's two ways of doing it. The first one, I can do a Shift A and bring in a hue and saturation. So where's my hue? I think that's it, that one. Drop that into there. Then I can manipulate my colours like this. Bring him down. And if this doesn't work, I'll use another node. No, that's not going to work, so I'll get rid of that. X, grab that and drop that back into my base colour again, and I'll do a Shift A, search, and I'll bring in an RGB curve. Now this, you'd think you'd just be able to go straight to the colour, but you don't. You've got to mix it. You've got to mix the colours that make brown. So this can be a bit more time consuming. So first off, I'll grab on my red and I'll bring that down there a little bit. And it's just time and patience now till you get the right colour. I should have looked at what colours make brown. I think he's coming in a bit there. That's not bad. Let's see what the red does. Take it back. Put a bit more red in. I think he's coming slowly. Let's put a bit more red in, a little bit. Let's come back to the blue. Now, let's try a bit of red. I think I had it closer first time. Just time and patience getting these colours. Oh, there we are, not far off. We're getting there. Bit too much, straight that back a bit. It's not far out of the colour I'm looking for. And you can scroll your wheel in and zoom in on these. Too much, bring it down a bit more. Fraction more. And I think that's not far off what I'm looking for. I think I'm happy with that colour. And what's that line there on top of his head? Hang on a minute. I might have to do a patch up job. Let's tab into that. I've got a square what shouldn't be there, an edge I mean. There. I'll just delete that face. Click on that edge and fill that in again. And I've still got that edge there. That usually happens when you've got a double edge. So I'll just delete that vertices there and just fill it in again. See if I can get rid of that edge. And I'll give him brain surgery, but I'll fix that. So I'll grab invert select. It's better to work from inside when you're filling that in because you can see the other verts. It's easy to catch them. What I'll do is I'll grab that edge and fill it. I'll grab, before I do anything, I'll click on that edge there, right click, subdivide it, and then I'll grab on that edge and that edge, fill that, grab on the edge there, no, get back, grab on that edge, fill that, then I should be able to fill that one in, and fill that one in, and fill that one in. And let's see if that's got it. It's gone. I don't know why it was there, but it's gone. I think I must have had a double edge somewhere. So that's basically the proper texture on now. So we'll go and have a look at it in proper view, in layout view, turn on my texture, and there he is. That'll be in rendered mode, but it's not finished yet. So I'll do a Control S and save him. Now I need to come down to my textures at the bottom, which I put in. I've got my Sackboy wool. Now I want to add a new one and call this inner mouth. And I'll use my original texture, so I'll grab my Sackboy wool, click on this little drop down arrow here, click copy material, click on inner mouth, click the drop down arrow again and click paste material. There, that will give it the same material. Now I can tab into him on my face select, inside the mouth, click on the L button, and that will link everything around there like that. That will link everything around the tongue to there where I want to be. Then I'll come down to where it says assign. I know it looks like it's got the same texture, but if I come up to shading again, now I can come into colour and I can grab a vert there and drop it right down like that. No, hang on, I'm on the wrong one. Back up after that back. Just a minute. I've got to find that colour again now. Because I didn't change it there. It should have changed on that one. Sackboy inner mouth I'm looking for. There he is. I can soon put it back. What I'll do is, I made a mistake there. I've just I changed the wrong colour. I'll just go back to layout. That's the, see, I've got two inner mouths. That one should be the Sackboy mat, Sackboy wool. There we are. See, it's too dark now, so I'll grab that one and I'll just paste it back to the other and put it back right again. Copy that, come to that one, drop down that and paste that one back in. That's better. Put it back where it was. Make sure I'm clicked on the inner mouth this time. Back into shading. I'm on the inner, yeah, I'm on the inner mouth. Now I should be able to drop this colour down now. So grab on that. If it's applied it rate it has. Grab on that. Down to textures. Inner mouth. Assign. Yeah, it's done it now. That's better. Make that a bit blacker. And I finally have one more to do, and that's his little tongue. So I'll add another texture. And I'll call this, I think I spelled that right, I can't spell bloody tongue. So that's that bit done. I'll click on the Sackboy wool again, drop down arrow, copy material, onto tongue, drop down arrow, paste material. Make sure I'm on the tongue, which I'm not, I'm on his wool. I want to be on the tongue there. Now I can try and manipulate this colour now. Done it again, changed the wrong one. Oh, not again, just a minute. I think got to try and get that colour back now. Apologies about this, but it's my eyes. I'm not that causing me problems, like I said. Try and pull that back up. Put him back. I think you were about there, I think, somewhere around about there. That's better. Make sure I'm on the tongue. I see what I've done. Click on that one. Change that one back to Sackboy matte wool. There he is. Don't know how, because I ain't changed it there. That's it. Now hopefully I can change that one about now. So grab that one there. Make sure I'm assigned it the tongue colour. Let's bring that up and let's give him some red now on his tongue. Don't want to be too deep, don't want it to blind you with redness. That's a bit too pink. Bring that down now a bit. Let's have a look. Control S in case I crash again. That's pink. Green. Trying to get it to a nice reddy colour. It's a bit too pink, but we're getting there. Bring a bit more red in, a bit more red out, I should say. That's better. And then finally I'll bring this one up a little bit, but I think I'll take a bit more red out. It's a bit too much. Control S. I think I'll leave it there. That's not too bad. But what I'll do now is I'll come into UV editor, and I just want to select his tongue. And if I scroll in on the map, where is his tongue in here? Oops. Just a minute. I want just his tongue. Oh, that's the head. There's the tongue. Where's the tongue? There it is. And I want to scale that out a bit more because I want that finer weave inside the mouth. Control S, and we'll go back into layout now and have a look. And that's the inner mouth textured. Now what I'll do is click on the character, I'll come down to my subdivision and I'll apply that, and that will smooth him out now properly. And that's not bad, that's what I'm looking for. So that's him textured. I'm going to end this video now, and in the next one when I come back I'll switch my reference images back on, put his eyes in the right place, and then we'll make a start on the zip down the front. So I'll say thank you for watching and bearing with me this far. I know I'm slow, but I'm getting there, and I'll see you in the next video.